What's up guys, Ted from Immersion here, and I'm making a video that I didn't think I actually needed to make, but I'm here to just do a quick kind of FYI for apparently the bunch of you that are unfamiliar that this is not the same thing as this. And if you're curious what I'm even talking about or want some more information, stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. So, if you're familiar with kind of pop culture stuff going on lately, you'll probably heard of the TV show or the Netflix show Stranger Things. And for some, that was a first introduction to the worlds of Dungeons and Dragons. The kids play it. Granted, it's it's AD&D in the 80s, but the kids are playing Dungeons and Dragons. And this is a mainstream television show that people are now learning about the game, if they haven't learned about it already. As we know, D&D is on the rise in popularity and things like that. But in that show, without spoiling too much, the characters interact with a monster-type creature that they deem the Demogorgon. They name it the Demogorgon. And that is because in the game, the players at one point had encountered a boss in the campaign they were playing, and that boss was the Demogorgon, the Dungeons and Dragons Demogorgon. They used that name to coin, a nickname for this creature, which didn't really have a name, this monster that they're fighting. They just named it the Demogorgon. But because the Stranger Things starter set came out for 5th edition, which is kind of a crossover and a single adventure that you can play through, is part of Mike Wheeler from the show's campaign, that introduced a stat block for the Demogorgon. But I can't stress this enough. That is a stat block for the creature that's encountered in the Stranger Things TV show, Demogorgon. That is its own unique thing. It's annoying. It's like when a movie gets a remake and they name the movie the same thing, so you have to specify it by a year or something like that. So the way I would say is this is the Stranger Things Demogorgon, which has its very own challenge rating for weak stat block that is essentially a troll, which is basically what it is. It's a troll with the shark's kind of blood frenzy thing, where if it smells blood in the air, it gets advantage on attacks. Very basic. And I just wanted to jump over here because it wasn't a ton of folks, but there are people out there saying like, what the fuck? This is not the Demogorgon. It's ruined Dungeons and Dragons. It doesn't have baboon heads. It only has one head. What is all this nonsense? It's not the Demogorgon. I can't believe they fucked up Dungeons and Dragons so hard. Way to go, Wizards of the Coast. Blah, blah, blah. Nope. That's not the case. Look right here. This is very clearly the Demogorgon that you are all referencing. The two-headed, baboon-headed, giant creature, monster of madness, and all that nonsense. Here it is, look, right here. The stat block, challenge rating 26, ridiculous amount of hit points. It's got spells it can cast, it's got magic resistance, legendary actions, legendary resistance. Tentacles attack do 3d12. It can drive people crazy just with its gaze. And, it can add different kinds of madness to your character. I just wanted to make sure that I came and pointed this out, that this is its own thing. And I mean, again, this is on D&D Beyond, but there's actually been 2 incarnations of the Demogorgon. In the Out of the Abyss campaign, in the back, there's Demogorgon stats, and in Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes, there are stats for it again. So once and for all, let me put to bed that the D&D Demogorgon that you remember from old, the one with the baboon heads, the one that's Dungeons and Dragons specific, it still exists. It has not been erased. It still is there. The one from Stranger Things just happens to have the same name because that's the name they gave it in the show. But really, it's just some weird creature from the Upside Down that they coined it the Demogorgon. It'd be the same thing that we'd run into if they called it literally anything else. If they called it a beholder, if they called it a knoll, it doesn't matter. You'd say that this is a knoll, that's not the D&D knoll. This thing is a weird flower face. That's not a hyena person. I didn't think I needed to make this video, but the response that I got from people saying that, like, what's going on? Why would they change the Demogorgon and screw it all up? I just want to put that out there. Not the same thing, just have the same name. So don't quit Dungeons and Dragons just because you see this poor constructed Demogorgon. Look it up on D&D Beyond. Get yourself out of the abyss for Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes. Check the stat blocks in there. You'll be plenty pleased, believe me. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.